which is that of peace. George Orwell says in his book 1984 that war is peace and peace is war. Now, should the new students seek peace? And how should we really go about this as it seems that in this world only sheep seek peace? Patricia once said that we come here as eagles and not as doves. So what do you say about this, Ben?
Paul also said peace is not truth, didn't he? You remember that part?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. We'll just skip over that, right? So again, what would you like to do? Do you want peace? Or is there something else you want here, Charles? I'm going to ask you.
Well, I'm going to. I find that this world, the way it is, the doings of this world don't really um, conform with peace. That one should not take it as an objective to bring peace to this world, because it is just what it is, a place of dissension with where the human consciousness reigns supreme, and where the authoritarians, the controllers, they pit one side against the other, and just seem to enjoy people knock their heads, and that gives them a leverage to control and subjugate people. Well, I think is dwelling in my own real awareness and helping other persons to do same, because I think one can know no peace until he actually recognizes his own real awareness, and from there he will get to know the essential nature of this world, and to know that in fact peace is an illusion. It's illusory to talk about peace in a warring universe. If peace is the absence of war, then it's just the absence of war, and then I don't think it's any peace, because there is no peace of mind. There may not be peace on there may be peace on the surface, no dissension, nothing, but within people, they are sitting with discontent, sitting with anger and other forms of violent emotions. So I think if one wants to really abide in lasting peace, it is to dwell in one's real awareness. That's what I think, Dwayne.
Well, I know that's it's very literal of you, Charles. The idea is just like you said in the beginning. You quoted Orwell's 1984. Peace is war, and war is peace. All right. When you really look at it, what is it that those who are in control of this world basically announce, specify, or their speeches are about? It's like, okay, if we want peace in the world, okay, we have to destroy the bad guys. That's the basic idea, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, now you see where peace and war come in. They're like opposites. So what they do is they get people to think along the lines, and it's really a control factor. In other words, what they're doing is destroying the opposition so that they can have complete control. It's not about peace, but they use the idea of peace. So I don't state that anywhere in my writings. I don't talk about, being peaceful or whatever. Uh, Again, the sun shining. Does the sun shining make sense? I'll ask you the question. Does it? Does the sun shining make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, well, there you go. See how simple it is? And from there, you learn to see what life is. That becomes the real adventure, you see, and to take on the challenge. It's all there. That's one of the best hints around from everything that's experienced here. And I keep referring that. But again, people go into, their personal modes of being confused. You don't have to be confused. And it's not about chasing ideas. It's seeing what's taking place. It's learning to see. That's your real awareness. It's not about thinking. It's about seeing. It's not about reason and logic. It's not about morals. It's not about any of these things. What we see in the world, good, bad, or indifferent, it's because of what people keep deciding. And so again, the sun gives the hint. That's just one of the best things in this world. It's right there. Learn to see what the sun is demonstrating. And the sun shining makes sense. But how many people relate to that? They don't. And it's right there. It's there every day. Lucky us, we have a sun. There's a lot of planets that don't have suns, and it's pretty dark. And there's individuals on those planets, and a lot of them live underground. Like the Martians, they're basically underground. They don't care about the sun. They don't want to see it. They live in darkness. There's people that live on this earth in darkness, like the Greys and other aliens, etc. They like the darkness. Yeah, we're very fortunate that we have this. And once you start to see what's going on, you start to see everything, and you start to see how you create things and the fabrication of it, and etc. So again, learning to also recognize what you create to survive here with, and then learning to see how to get past all of it. But that's a decision you make. So I see the sun shining as a great example, more so than any idea that's ever been created on the earth, especially peace and all these other things. Again, love, peace, happiness, all these things, they've been maneuvered into sensations so that people are controlled. And it's not that you're going to stop having these things. No, you decide. But these are now control mechanisms. Again, when Sandy went to the seminar, all she saw is reptilians everywhere. And Harry talks about the river of light underneath the building. Well, it's a river of reptilians, etc. So the sound good words, do they make sense? But the demonstration is always available if we take the time to see it. It's nothing you're going to figure out. You cannot figure it out. There's no way. And this is where the intellects fail themselves, because again, they're going to try and create something, or they're going to look into books or history or whatever. Again, it's these people that look into history and try to prove something from history. Well, who wrote that? Who decided that? It's still in creation. It's no different than you create something right now. So yes, it's a heck of a challenge, but yet it's very simple at the same time.